Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Remnants of the Precursors, where we are the NeoHumans. And on Neo New Earth, we have already spread our wings really far. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the other groups of people are doing. We've only met two groups so far, so maybe we have like just a lot of stuff available to us. But if we look at the comparisons real quick, you can see that the Mechlar, they definitely have a pretty strong fleet, pretty strong population. They have a lot of planets too. And their production, it makes sense because it's the Mechlar. They can do this pretty early. We're kind of keeping toe-to-toe with the Cylons, which is pretty nice, except for, obviously, technology, because that's their thing. But what is our thing? Our thing as NeoHumans is to have cool spaceships. So we have the Long Colony right here that's sitting and not doing too much. We have the Long Colony B that's going to be able to do just a few things here. The other issue is that we do have scout ships that are doing their best to be available in some fighter ships. And I did get a suggestion from Modner in one of the comments previously. I am going to go ahead and scrap this colony ship design because we don't need it anymore here. Now, if we were to like go for a small ship, for instance, one of the things that, if I could just clear all this, one of the things that was suggested to me, and I'm not going to be redesigning anything else until I can get the nuclear engines upgrade to make things go faster, but like, for instance, if we wanted to make our own scanning ship, we could have reserve fuel tanks, and then we should actually be able to... Well, okay, we can't fit a battle scanner in there with this, but what we can do is we could actually drop laser in here. And what this means is that our scouts can actually run around and bully other scouts, which actually seems like a really nice idea. Now, the scouting phase of the game is kind of wrapping up. I still have 5 planets that I want to get, and I was hemming and hawing a little bit about whether I want to keep building colony ships here, but I think with the Mechlar being so strong over here, they're going to be slowed down a little bit because they're trapped in not 1 but 2 nebulas at the very least. But I want to be able to get kind of my foothold down here because we can get this arid planet. I do want to be able... We are actually about to colonize 2 more places. And it looks like we can continue to build some things as we grow. So right now, like I said, we're still in the land grab phase at first. But I do need to get on board with colonizing. But right now, we're low on tech. My hope is that I can use this early slowdown a little bit and maybe not having as aggressive neighbors to make things work pretty well, because we do have like Neo Brax, which is an artifacts planet. We do have Neo Ceros, which once I can get irradiated research here, and I think there's another irradiated planet around here. Maybe not. Okay, hostile, toxic, we're not getting that for a while. But we definitely want to get the ultra-rich planet as well. So I think we're okay where we are. I'm going to sit on the designs for now. We're kind of going to work with what we have. Neo New Earth next year is going to go a little bit more into building things, but right now we have a size 55 here. Landing speed, it's so loud sometimes. So it's barren, and yet it's here. So we're just going to let them drop the shades one time. It's Neo Mudor, and it's a place here that is colonized, and we're back to population 90 here, so it's going to just take a few turns for me to get some more of this going, and I think that's fine. Obviously, we may want to have some other places build colony ships eventually. Neo Alari is going to be continuing to pump out population for people, so hopefully some of these other colonies can get with it on building colony ships. I'm not as much in a race to colonize these things to the east. I want to know where they're at. I mean, technically it's space, so it's not really east, but we're going to call it to the right side. We're going to use our cardinal directions here. These I definitely want to get because I have no idea if somebody's over here and who's going to be hopping, jumping where. Like, as we are doing more espionage on the Mechlar, we'll get a better sense of who and what and where they are. But right now, we're kind of behind the 8-ball on technology, so I'd kind of like to up that here. Also, diplomacy. We have a trade agreement with everybody, right? Trade treaty for 100, current trade income minus 22. So those are all, that's just trying to be good neighbors here. So that's Scout. We're going to kind of park the Scout over here. We don't have combat sensors yet. But anything we can do to colonize, I think the priority's got to be Nanibia, I'm not sure, and then maybe we work our way back in here. Now, if another group can colonize in Remnants of the Precursors or Masters of Orion, they can actually hop in here, even though we've painted it red. This only is a matter of range for our ships without long distance. It's technically not our territory claim, so they can claim these planets if for some reason they're able to colonize a barren or hostile planet. So I still kind of want to work outwards in, but I may go for the minimal planet first. I mean, it just depends on what's going to give me range. Like, if we look over here, I don't have my range finder on. We can go out to 7 light years, so this means it'll give us a scout here. Maybe we do this to give us a little more scouting info. Regardless, we're not there yet. And we have environmental terraforming that's done. Hooray! See, this place is almost ready to start producing some other things. We just need the industries and growth to keep going. So yeah, it's just going to kind of be a few turns, moving around, trying to make sure that we don't get overtaken. But see, like, this is what I'm talking about. The Meklar clearly have this spine in the middle, so I half expect them to colonize over here soon if we can. So I think I'm definitely going to send one here. But it may be a good move. I'm really glad I got this artifacts planet in time, because it looks like that artifacts planet is just out of their range, but they could kind of loop back in here this way. So let's hit that next year button again. Long colony B. Like I said, we're just going to go for the best planets right now, and hopefully we can get the irradiated pretty soon. Our spy reports are probably abysmal. Yeah, we could try to threaten them, but we are not in any position to be threatening anybody right now. So you're still making human babies, as opposed to other types. NeoHuman babies. We're NeoHumans, so we probably like pop up from like some weird egg thing, not like a birthing critch, but just something weird. So, the NeoHuman Galactic News Network, still with the robot with shades. Meklar scientists have found a cure for the deadly plague affecting 53 Pegasus system, and the quarantine's been lifted. Well, that's nice. Well, apparently they were under quarantine the whole time. Apparently that's effective in the future. All right, let's go for gold. Worst case is we retreat back to like one of these planets, but I wanna get that reach, and then we'll work our way back in. As long as I can get Neoceros when it's relevant, that'll be fine. But see, now we have a shit ton of population here now. So growth is going to be good, and this I'm going to lock into max research as soon as I can. Maybe I don't need 5 missile bases as kind of a, oh my god, I'm so excited. But we do need some missile bases, some defenses there, more than just 7 crappy fighters. Because right now, I don't think we're doing any research at all. We are just still slingshotting everything, and that is a greedy, greedy move. Oh my god, another Ancient Ruins planet. Well, the good news, as this is a fantastic start, is that we have another ship growing right now, and we actually found Battle Computers Mark III, so that is a gigantic tech jump. It's not going to show up here until next turn, but this means that we're going to keep popping things out. We're definitely going to scout here, or send a colony ship here. So we have both Ancient Ruins planets. That's kind of ridiculous. Well, okay, there may be more than 2, but... And the thing is that typically be like, hey, let's turn around here, but you cannot actually mid-course correct, as far as I know, especially not in the early game. Definitely let me know in the comments if something is weird, and once again, I do appreciate you all popping in here, whether you're coming from the Remnants of the Precursors Discord or subreddit, or just looking for Master of Orion or something on the YouTube. I call it the YouTube because I'm old. That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, we're still okay here. I said the big thing is that I haven't seen like much in the way of hostilities trying to bang the drum over here. But we're gonna just do you white, because I guess you're on fire, because it's so burning hot with your ancient Terran artifacts. Like, I haven't seen anybody over here, but it's possible that like somebody has gotten really long jumpy tech early, because I've been ignoring tech. So we wanna fix that here. And does this mean Warp 1, 14 years? Okay, so just because we barely touched that nebula, I guess it's going to take a really long time. Well, it'll be worth it. That's the hope, at least. Maybe it'll make it more defensible. I don't know. So like I said, this is a total greed move here to do it this way. But I think it's the right move. Like, we got to let these things max out. I mean, the alternative is that we could try to pump out another colony ship here. Well, you guys, okay, you're resource poor, so you still need to grow. Like, you're almost there. If we tried to pump out a colony ship, how long would it take? 16 years. That's not great. Could we turn it down just a little bit more? 7 years. Still not great. It's 8 years, 9 years. That's what we call not worth it. Okay, so we're just gonna let our infrastructure grow and hope that we can stay peaceful. Can I cancel that order? There we go. I mean, it's one fighter. I guess we'll stick one fight. Oh, we can't actually send the fighter there. We'll send the fighter here just to play nice, because no one's going after that barren planet but us, probably. I hope. Like, we need to send one there. Maybe I do keep it there. Alright. We're overthinking this at this point, but yeah, you can see the Mechlar. They've kind of got the spine. And we're just going to hope that we can hold off here and maybe get some good news on the spying front, because so far our spying endeavors have been kind of fail-tastic. Alright, so we now have maximum industry, maximum population. That's good. Maximum population. That's good. Environmental terraforming. That's really good. So finally, see, like, Neo New Earth has 180 factories and it's rich. This one only has 60, so it's not as good. But I could potentially use it for some other things. Maybe we'll have you all build some colonies here. I should have a few more missile bases, because technically y'all are border town. And I hope that hasn't been sitting there for too long, because we need to. Well, I'd rather have the 50 than the 35. So let's drop you down here. Then I think whatever colony ship emerges from here is going to go there. Whatever colony ship emerges is going to go over here or over there. So we have a plan. We're just still in. I mean, you land grab some crap, and that's how it goes. So Tundra. Hostile. Population growth is halved. So it's tiny. The only possible benefit is that it opens up the possibility of exploring stars here. But we'll let the technology do that, or maybe they've already kind of leapfrogged their way over there. They're Cylons. They've been researching the crap out of everything. Alright, so let's drop a scout back over here. We kind of know what we know now. And we'll play with the fleet manager here in just a little bit. Let's just hit the next year button. So I think, yeah, we have two more places to colonize. So we can put Neo New Earth on technology, because I need to do some ship designing. So there's one. Neo Brax has their environmental terraforming. Congratulations, friends. Okay, so there's one colony ship. And for some reason, I turned the auto-governor back on, and now it's not quite building like I was hoping for. So, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna leave that growth, and you're just gonna work on what you work on. Also, I love that the well, it's still gonna be more efficient if we just let this go for 2 more years. So, what did I say? We're gonna send one here. And, oh, that's a long colony bee. This is a long colony bee. Okay, well, in that case, let's undeploy you. Let's see here. Which one do we want? 45, 35, but better position on the enemy. I like the 45 better, because it gives us another staging point next to Neobrax. Then the last one's going to be over here. I almost, like, got double visioned, because we're going from place to place. But it's fine. And we're going to have a pretty healthy start for the number of planets that we have, and a few places that we can fill in as we tech. So let's see here. 2 more years. Oh, finally we have technology to steal. We don't need computers. Deflector shields are cute. Deuterium fuel cells are not what we're researching right now. So that would be pretty good. Improved eco restoration. Gatling laser is also something we're not building. Oof. I really like the propulsion, and I really like the Gatling laser. But Gatling lasers are really easy to research, and you can see we already have that bulb almost filled. So we'll go for deuterium fuel cells. And see, that expands where we can go just a little bit further already. So, like, if we look at the tech here, back at computers, like, we have Mark III now. So we can research a lot of different stuff later. Like, improved robotic controls, I may still hard research regardless. Or, like, if we look at our tech here, can we... It looks like they already know both those things, so let's meet our friendly neighbors. Let's be friendly. We're just gonna trade, I guess, 250 billion credits. That's fine. The more economically dependent we can make ourselves, the better. So we stole this from them, so we can't apparently pass it along. Or no, we didn't steal that. We got that from a planet here. I wonder. Deep space scanner. Controlled dead environment, nuclear engines, class 2 deflectors. We cannot trade tech. So we'll just improve our income here. And one more year on this, and then... Let's see. One thing I have kind of been short on doing is like passing along people, making sure that we're investing our money, but we don't have a ton of money yet, so I haven't like really lost it at this point. But we'll see kind of what comes of it. Like, we just colonized what? You have people, you have people. We're going to need to send some more people soon, but we can't do it yet. So one more year, and then let's change gears. Long Colony B. Alright, so let's go ahead, go to colonies. Neobrax, let's transfer all the monies. So we're broke right now, but it's worth it. Industry and reserve is fine, and then we want to put you on tech as hard as possible. And we don't have shields yet either. So New Earth, we are officially done building colony ships for the time being. Congratulations. We can build defenses and shit, but I think getting our tech up is going to be a little bit more important. We'll need to send some people as well. I don't want to be sending from Neobrax too much, because once again, we want them to develop. We'll be able to send from there next turn. You only have a population... Oh, you have a population of 60, so we can send from you. We can send from you. Alright, well, let's see what technologies we can get at this point. Build a new colony. Yes. And we've seen what this looks like by now, so... Hooray! Build another new colony. Look at our lands. We get all the desert colonies. Neo-Ingram. And Neobrax is now very sophisticated. Maybe I just have them do one missile base for now, and then we'll go to tech. So they have max population, which is fine, because we're going to send them here in just a second. Alright, so... we want to send some people over here. We want to send some people from you over here, so that's fine. I think 12 and 15 is okay. This is not the biggest planet in the world anyway. We do have another scout, so let's scout here while we can. I have a feeling they're going to want to kick us out pretty soon. And then it's just going to be all about colonizing. Let's try to park on here. You can scout down here now. And we need to send some peoples over here. So transport. See, this is the nice thing, is that we can offset and kind of put stuff on multiple planets. I suck at selecting planets, though. So 62 of 85. That ocean planet's really good. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So Meklar ships are trespassing in our territory. I mean, their colony is trespassing in our territory. I guess. Well, what are we gonna do? We've just got to play the tech game. Try to get our tech up really hard here. Because, yeah, we're going to have to grow population again in just a second. But once we get this expansion done, we're not getting waxed by an early invasion. So this is nice that we don't have to deal with it this way. We only have one missile base right now. We have net production, which is good. If they're going for Neoceros, then I guess I may have to thank them for colonizing it, but if... Let's see here. Controlled dead environment. Well, it's irradiated. I guess we'll find out in just a second. Because that may be the tech that they need for that, and we may just lose out on the ultra rich planet for now, but we can plan to fight for it later. Big thing is that we are sending a lot of stuff here. Here's our happy little barren planet, where growth is halved. There we go. So now they know that we have... Oh, okay, I can't see which direction they're flying. But they're not going towards here. It's like they're flying up this way. And they ran. Because I guess it's a good thing that I parked my fighters there. So we have a variety of interests now. And once again, I can't course correct. So we'll just have you repopulate. It's fine. Everything is fine. I think we can probably... I like that I'm finally getting tech. So we're going to do our people planet here that's good for building humans. And you're a people planet that's good for building humans. We build them! We build them in, like, machines, like the ice cream machine at McDonald's. Alright. So they're going to keep building defenses. I'm glad, once again, that we're all able to get along. It is nice that I can scout up there. Do I have a scout parked here? No. And I don't think I can send a fighter over there either, so we'll just deal, I guess. Like, there's more places that we can go to, see, scout out. I don't really want to kick the hornet's nest, though. So maximum population 60 colonists. So we'll need to be ready to send from over here again, because finally we're teching. Ooh, excuse me. And we're going to send a lot of people over to Neo Akamar so that we can have planet number 2. So I would call this a very good start. Like a surprisingly good, peaceful start. And I have jinxed it for myself now. So new star system, Tundra, half size, build a colony. Yes, please. We don't have to fight the precursors that were over here. We can just walk out of our spaceship. Don't know. I'm not the StarCraft Terrans. But we have developed a new colony. Now we could try to build some bully scouts or something. And we also got hand lasers. So pellet gun or fusion bomb. I'm going to go fusion bomb. There's some other techs that I was maybe wanting to get here from combat. Things like, well, we'll see what we can get, because we're still pretty damn early. And I think it's still probably better, based on where we're at, that we just try to get as much tech bonus as we can. So we're going to just try to tech out, see what we can get built here. But having better bombers is going to be good for cracking defenses, as it were, because right now, if we look at our ship designs here for the fighter, we don't have a lot of options. We have lasers, like I wouldn't mind a Gatling laser, for instance, but I'm pretty sure our neighbors here still don't want to trade. Nope, and they don't want to declare war Let's see, how's our population going? Espionage. With control of 12 systems, the NeoHumans have grown too large. So they're kind of not trusting in us. And Meklar engaged... Well, they engaged us. Don't get too mad about that. You're the ones that flew into us. Not the other way around. And they're sending 11 transports somewhere. I imagine... Oh, boy. Are they coming after this place? Because that is a bit of a problem. And I'm pretty sure I can't actually stop it here. So if that's the case, this is where, once again, I need to get some of my stuff upgraded. For sure. But I'm pretty sure they are actually going to hit us for our hubris of trying to take too many planets. Let's go ahead and deflag. I think we're just in trouble. And all I can do at this point is just pivot to getting more defensive. So let's do that now. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason they're sending transports over here is not for good things. So let's propose a treaty. Alright. Offer aid, 50 billion credits. Alright. I think they're still going to attack us, though. It's like, that's very nice. We will take your money, and then we will turn your organs into parts. Because that's what Meklar do. Like, I can't send them a diplomatic warning. Now, we've finally been able to get the silence here. 3 computers, Gatling laser. There are some higher priority techs, potentially. Not from these. But the Gatling laser, like, gives me sort of an opening for a weapon system for some of these ships. So that's what we're going to go for. I love the shades are down here instead. So we stole one of the less... Ooh, they're coming for us now. Alright. And apparently they're just doing the smart thing of letting us colonize for them. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is some early aggression. And I may be losing some population as a result because they're sending a lot of people just to try and take it back. Alright. Well, I'm definitely going to want some deflector shields. Or we can just try to go for a hull strategy. Let's start with the small ship. Because we can build a few of those in a hurry, and we're probably not going to fit shields on them anyway. So let's do it like this. Let's make it... don't know what color I like better. I think we'll go with cobalt. So if we do... We don't want to make them long range. These are not bully scouts. These are actual tiny fighters. We have a lot of tiny fighters. We're going to need some more. So they're low maneuverability. See, here's the problem. Low retros. We can throw Gatling lasers on them. We have no shields. We have Mark III computers. Actually cannot put a battle scanner on it. Fun. Alright. Can't put a Gatling laser on it either with the Mark III computer. Alright, okay, I'm gonna try to wait here. We're not gonna be able to deal with this yet. But once I get class 2 deflector shields, which means we're gonna go into tech here. We're just gonna try to drop it all in here. They've been spotted. They've been spotted. Yes. They're coming right for us. Oh, look! We've scouted somebody else. Rich environment, hostile environment, and it's space lizards. Bye now. We can steal deflector shields, or we can take weapons. I think at this point, to go toe-to-toe, we're going to need weapons. Like, nuclear propulsion is good. So neutron pellet gun. Didn't get the total one there. All right, so they're gathering around for something for some reason. They're having like a party here. So you have 7 fighters that I doubt are going to be able to push off 2 large ships. And if we look here at propulsion, I think we gotta split this like so, because we need this. All right, so let's see how bad this goes. Okay, toxic, and we found another person. Space birds, so the Alkari here. We haven't found any other custom races yet. Oh, okay, this is what they're doing. They're sending a bunch of shit all to here, and they're prioritizing having it move in at the same time. So they want them all to land here. I don't know when they're going to be here. Unfortunately, 3 or 4 years is probably going to be too much. And we could abandon the colony. I mean, that's a thing we could do. I kind of don't want to. Because it's a desert, it's size 40. They'll just be able to colonize it anyway. I guess the Dynamo and the Ajax, one of my questions is that if I go and abandon this colony, I will kill a bunch of my people. Like, here's the Meklar. It's large. Oh, we can actually see what it has. So these are large ships that I absolutely cannot take. But they're not colony ships. Huh. So what that means is that if I abandon the colony right now, then I'm going to lose some people. They're going to lose a bunch of transports. And maybe have to send somebody to somewhere else. These fighters are going to have to run. But it buys me a little bit of time in exchange for, quite frankly, people that were just being sent to dive in the recycling vats anyway. So I'm going to do the unusual thing here. I think instead of making sure they have a foothold here on a desert planet, I'm going to make them do the work for it. We're going to abandon before we get invaded. It's not something I've done before, so better time to try. Select the colonized people to evacuate over to Neotesic. That'll be fine. Now, I don't know if that means that they'll still be able to take it next year, but since those aren't colony ships, and since they're in orbit and I can scan what they have, we're gonna make the gambit. Oh, Supreme Arbor believes NeoHuman species will ultimately prove detrimental. Dominion will eradicate until the threat is fully realized. So they're attacking. We tried to run! We did not succeed. Damn. Okay, so I sort of, I should abandon a time early. Alright, we need to give our ground troops anything we can get. So, unfortunately, that means that, our era of peace cannot continue while an undignified race wages war in our glorious empire. The people of the empire stand united under you and assemble their fleets wherever you direct them. So, that's unfortunate. You apparently can't abandon if they're already going to do the landing attack. So that just means we're going to need to try to take them back. My 30 people are probably not going to be able to take this. I mean, obviously we're sending them in there now anyway. And you guys can't bomb. So, congratulations, we got our first war declaration. These ships are now out of range before I could put some intelligence on you. So I guess that's because I just lost the planet. Same thing here. We're still going to try to spy, so... And you guys, are you going to die because your scout system is way too far away now? That's a possibility. So Neobrax is what we need to protect. We got personal deflector shields. We know they have lots of lasers. Let's put it all on propulsion just so we can move a little bit better. And we have pellet guns... We're trying to research fusion bombs. I swear I thought I got some missiles somewhere. Maybe it was just I was trying to get it. All right, let's hit the next year button. Because they're going to keep trying. So missile bases, that's good. May need a few more of those. May need a few more of those. All right. Yep, we're in an early war because I expanded a little too hard. That's fun. So we need defense here. We'll let Neo New Earth do a little bit more research. Once we get our propulsion in place, we'll start building for military. Let's see, anybody else that can contribute to research? They're still building defenses. They're still building defenses. You're still trying to build up. So see, it's fun. We are definitely not going to be able to take them on. So they have titanium armor, personal deflector shields, and hand lasers. We didn't even get hand lasers? What? Guys, you left them at home. I mean, what happens is that when you don't have the technology and you send your transport people there, that's what they have. But yeah, this is me getting caught with my pants down, I guess. And that's okay. So this colony ship's here. Our land grab was maybe a touch too successful. This planet's not super exciting. We want to see what these are. We haven't explored that one, so we'll send a scout ship over here. So we're about to have a colony here, and hopefully we don't get slingshot at, because Mechalon is within sight distance. So we'll see kind of what happens here. Please get our tech here. We could bombard the planet. Okay, and we did nothing. So 14 troops, we once again lost. Build a new colony, yes. So early war is not the end of the world, but it is a little annoying, especially when they're sending 5 transports from somewhere to right here. And I don't know if we're going to get there in time either. So I'd hate to lose all this. So we got 32%. Ship combat. Let's see who's here. Okay. Bye-bye. So we got a Warhawk from the Alkari. And you're running back here now. So I have a feeling we're trying to get dunked on here again. As long as we can hold on to this place, this is fine. And discovery's still imminent here. Okay. Computers is fine. Propulsion, nuclear engines. Hyper-V rockets is what we want. We're gonna steal all their shit. And we're gonna improve our bases. So yeah, they are trying to go hard for this. Now the benefit is we have another fighter that's just sitting right here right now. Is that we can pull you guys off the front line. 9 years is gonna be way too slow, but the AI is doing the thing again where they're sending everybody over here. I'm hoping 7 fighters is enough to blast some of these out in orbit, since they're all trying to come at the same time. We'll see. 57%. This has got to be the turn, right? There we go. All right. So sublight drives. Fuel cells. Say, do we want faster range or faster ships? I think our range is fine. I think we want faster ships. All right. So our great minds have crafted new, more efficient engine design. They wish to review existing schematics here. So they don't have defenses yet. Really, they don't have much of anything. So Neobrax. I'd love to send some people, but I think it's going to be better off at this point. If we go to the design phase here, we need to build something large and something ready to take on our opponents. So we definitely want Mark III computers. I don't think we want to go full, like, Titanium 2. The problem is that we don't have a ton of hit points on these ships. But we can go with these. So let's cut this down real quick. We have a neutron pellet gun, which will have shield strength. And then we have Gatling lasers. Obviously, we don't want to do the whole hog. There's a button here that lets me drop this down faster. Okay. So neutron pellet gun would be good. Hyper-V rockets ×2 would be good. Like, we just want to be able to take these things out. I also think a battle scanner is a really good idea on this ship. So we have some available space. We can do faster movement, faster combat speed. We have no EMC jamming, but it didn't look like they were using much in the way of missiles. So we have Gatling lasers, which are fun. We have rockets, we have neutron pellet guns. All these are range 1. And now the other thought is that I could put bombs on these, so I can try to bomb out a planet, but I kind of want to wait until I can get something better here. So let's just see what we can get with okay, so Titanium 2, I think we are going to go Titanium 2 kind of cuts our firepower a little bit, but it does put us on even con with everything else. The alternative is to like grab some more rockets. And there's a way to balance this out. That's not the way. Okay. Well, there's a way to be close. So I'm going to try to lean into the fact that we have less hit points, but we can fit more shit on here. So let's see here, 72. All right. This should do it. That didn't do it. Okay. There we go. All right, so 6 rockets, 5 Gatlings, this. So this is going to be our mech cruncher, so we need an appropriate looking ship. It's all very human-y designs. We'll do the one with the double barrels here. Is this the best ship for fighting these guys? It's hard to say, but it does have a lot of charm. And it does have a lot of guns. And it has a battle scanner. So maybe there's some other things we could build, but we'll just call this Mech Cruncher. Like I said, it doesn't have bombs, but right now we will deal with the whole bombing issue later. However, the other thing that I like to do is to go ahead. We have a destroyer here. I think it's also worth my time. If we copy this design, we can go ahead and scrap this one. And if we look at our prototype here, okay, this is medium. Once again, if we go small, I'm pretty sure we can't actually put Hyper-V rockets on a small ship, even with our bonus here. So we got to build some mediums here. So these mediums are going to have, well, we don't, okay, first off, let's make sure that's correct. So small, I think the Hyper-V rockets are going to be, well, maybe they're not too much. They're too much. All right, so medium here. If we do the 5-pack, like that's a lot of rockets. We want to bump it up to this. Combat speed 2. We don't have any EMC to worry about. I think we do need to concern ourselves with computers. And we can put a little bit of defense on here, although usually these guys are going to hit and run. So I still think this is okay. Let's make it cyan as well. So we'll do the most missile launchery looking thing. There we go. It's kind of the tiny version here. That's fine. Prototypes cannot be deployed. Seriously? Okay, there we go. Is it good? Is it bad? It's what it is. This is the fun part about playing this and just seeing what kind of mistakes I can make here. So we can call this the Mech Rocket Launcher. Alright, so we have 2 big ships to build. We're probably going to lose this place, which is fine. If we actually go to the ship design one more time here, like our bomber, like we just need to upgrade our bomber at this point too. So if we scrap it here, and we're gonna make it make them all blue bombers. This looks like a bomber. Okay, one more time. Let me just check and make sure. For our tech, we're currently researching fusion bombs. We just got through sublight drive, so we're back to equalizing now. Okay. So we're going to lay off the tech for a little bit. We're just going to have to deal with no bombers. We'll have to try to invade some of this shit. So that's fine. You guys are still growing. How fun. Now we need to start building some shit. So how long for a Met Cruncher? 4 years. Okay, New Earth. 3 years. It'll have to do. Kind of got caught with our... caught, not unawares, but... we got greedy and we paid a little bit for it. So let's see here. We have a mech cruncher, we have a mech rocket launcher. We can build one of those per year. So we're going to set a rally point over here. We're going to set a rally point over here. Who else looks like they're good at building here? You're probably a mech cruncher town. One every 14 years, you're probably not. Okay. You still need to develop. You are poor. You need to develop. You're pretty much there. So let's see if we can do. How many mech crunchers does it take? 13 years. The auto governor is going to move some of the stuff around a little bit. So we turn off the growth for a second. 7 years. Growth +1. Can do growth +2 for 8 years. Okay. That'll be fine. Then Neobrax. Six years for you. I think that's okay. Anything we can do, we need to start building defenses now because they are coming for this. And that'll be the way it is. Because if we look right here right now, we do a status comparison. Their power's super high. But we have to leverage the fact that we have a lot of planets and a lot of things that are still developing. We'll see how this goes. So let's hit the next year button. But I think we're at a pretty good point to say we love drama here. We have 7 fighters. There's not a lot they're going to be able to do to stop this. I mean, that's a lot of transports. I'd love it if they killed them in orbit, but once again, it's only 7 fighters. I got my other 4 fighters there a little bit late. We do have a happy little rocket launcher, but Neobrax is my priority to keep safe. So that's going to do it for this one. We have... Our greed has been rewarded with a visit from the Meklar, who I did say before, if there's a neighbor that's going to do some early aggression against me, it's probably going to be them. So we'll transfer our funds here from Neobrax, and we'll call it a day. So this is Asher. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time, it's Early Game War, where hopefully the Mech Cruncher decides to crunch and crunch and crunch and crunch. Like I said, it's good. Is it good enough? We'll see. Like, hopefully the Attack 3 computer will really help with some of my other basic weapons. We're still in the early game enough that I can run the neutron pellet gun and the Gatling laser and hopefully make that work. So, hey, that's it. It's fun. This is Remnants of the Precursors. It's very much a Space 4X, but that means that you get all the trimmings, all the nastiness, and sometimes all the AI backstabbing. Well, it's more of a front stab, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it. Like the video even if you didn't like it because you like Remnants of the Precursors and you're still here almost 50 minutes later because you're awesome. We'll do this again soon. You all take care.